Hi everyone! So today I'm doing a video on the Glam Guide by Fleur De Force on YouTube, and I saw all of her vlogs. I think it was in December she was vlogging about writing this book, and I was just very excited for her, and I really like her recommendations and I love her videos. She's got a very great sense of style, and I think that really comes through in her book. Honestly, half of the reason why I wanted it is because it's so gorgeous. It's honestly just a pleasure to look at. There are some pages even where, like, I just like looking at the artwork. Like this page, this is page, what page are you? 144. How to beat jet lag. So she has a lot of really great tips in here on how to stay glamorous and having a good time about a lot of things. So first let me just tell you what different subjects she covers. So there's an introduction where she talks about what the book is about for anyone who's not familiar with her and her YouTube channel. Then she goes into beauty, hair, fashion, travel, health and fitness, love, life, dreams, and everything in between, YouTube and blogging, and then a note to her subscribers, and then the acknowledgements page. I just want to start off by saying that I don't think she has any formal training in makeup or skincare. She does seem to have good knowledge. It seems like she did a lot of research before writing this book. But I just wanted to point out a few things that she was maybe a little bit wrong about. And I think that's purely due to the fact that she didn't get taught about it in school. In the first section called Beauty, she goes through where to start. She gives you tips about colors, what colors are good for what people, goes through all of the basic brushes that you would need if you're just starting out with makeup, gives good information on how to choose a foundation, talks about brow shaping, and she's actually very close with brow shaping. The only thing she's missing is how to place your arch. I'm not going to show you too much because I don't want to give away the entire book. She has nice information on how to do a full manicure for yourself at home, and I feel like a lot of people don't take the time to do a proper manicure. But it's very important to go through all of the steps that she mentions, and I really like that she took the time to go through that. So for beauty, I think she overall did a really great job, and she really hit all of the good focus points that you need to hit to teach someone how to do makeup. When she gets into skincare, though, there's a few things that I was kind of like, So she goes through all of the basic items of skincare you need, such as cleanser, toner, moisturizer, eye cream, and she got cleanser right. Toner, she missed what the point of toner. This is what she says here. A toner is a liquid that delivers beneficial ingredients directly into the skin after cleansing. And then she says a couple other things that they might be able to do. Now, the purpose of a toner is to remove any residue there might be after your cleanser and to prep the skin to absorb moisturizer better. It's also going to restore your pH level. I'm planning to do a video all about skincare and my recommendations for dry, sensitive, acneic, all those different types of skin. Moisturizer, she was right. It's really important to pick a good moisturizer. I feel of all of your skincare, you can kind of go cheap with your cleanser and your toner, but your moisturizer, you should really find a great. She talks about the blacklist of skincare ingredients, and she talks about like the typical no-nos like parabens, mineral oil, silicone, all of that stuff. And what she has to say about parabens is kind of how I feel about most ingredients. She says that they're really not a great ingredient to have, but in my opinion, it's kind of okay if they're in your cleanser and your toner because that's not staying on your skin. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about making sure you invest in your moisturizer. Like, I wouldn't get a moisturizer that has parabens in it, because that's what's sitting on your skin and what's going to cause some issues. I think that she's really on the mark here talking about parabens and realistically what people can afford to do, because you can't always afford to do paraben-free everything, you know? She's right about most things she says about eye cream, but I wanted to point out, she says that you should apply your eye cream after all the rest of your skincare, after your moisturizer, after your, like, everything. However, you should be applying your eye cream after your toner. So after you cleanse your face, you use your toner, but you avoid the eye area with your toner because the skin is so delicate there. The toner is going to do more harm than help, essentially, around the eye area. And then after toner, you're supposed to use your eye cream. So you put your eye cream on in this area, and then you do your moisturizer or in your serums and everything else on top of that. Your eye creams are specifically formulated for this area, and they're going to provide a barrier from the ingredients that you're putting on your face from reaching your eye. And so, for example, if you have acneic skin and you're using something that's got some kind of salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide in it, you don't want to get that on the eye area. So your eye cream kind of creates a barrier, and then when you're putting your face cream on over top, it protects the delicate eye skin, if that makes sense. So that was one thing that was like a definite no-no. That's when I decided to do a review of this book, is when I got to that point, so that I could let people know that that's not quite right. Let's move on to something more positive. She also goes into do-it-yourself face masks here. Again, it's a gorgeous book. We could take a moment to look at these pictures. And she talks about different natural ingredients that are really great to mix together. And she doesn't give you any specific recipes, but she lays it out in a way that it's very easy to decide what ingredients are best for your skin, so you can custom make your own skin mask. And at the end of each section, she has 10 quick tips. So there's 10 quick beauty tips, 10 quick hair tips, and fitness tips, and so on and so forth. Then you're into the hair section, and she has some really great quick hair looks that are like 5 minutes or less, and I really like a lot of them, and I'm going to try some of them once my hair gets a bit longer. And like she did the do-it-yourself face masks, there's a section on hair masks, which is really exciting because I've never done an at-home hair mask before. Okay, next it's on to fashion. This section I found to be, it seemed like a lot of common sense things, but she does have some good tips about what staples you should get, and there's a couple pages where she lays out things that are really great staples to have in your wardrobe, like a plain white t-shirt or a black party dress. So yeah, there's a whole section about handbags, and there's great tips in here about how to take care of a high-end handbag. I've never personally owned one before, but I feel like with this knowledge I'd feel more comfortable investing in one. And then it's into travel. This section I found really fun to read because I really love traveling. And there's a picture of her dog, Piglet. I thought that was so cute. She has really good tips for picking out your outfit while you're traveling, things to pack, different things that you should keep with you in your carry-on to do a little beauty routine so you're still taking care of your skin in the airplane, because that's really important. Health and fitness. Now, she goes through different ingredients that are good to eat for your skin and ones that are bad for your skin. She has some breakfast ideas, and we did try one of these. She has baked avocado egg. So I'm gonna see, that's the picture here. So it's basically you have an avocado, take out the pit, and you put an egg into where the pit used to be. I made this for my fiance because he said that this looked delicious. He actually flipped through the book with me. And he was very brave, and he finished 2 halves that I made him. And then I was like, what, you don't want to eat the other ones? And he's like, well, it's not the greatest. And then I went and I had a bite. I couldn't even swallow it. It was so gross. So I don't know if I overcooked them or if I did something wrong, but I'm kind of leery of choosing any of her other recipes to try out now because that was not tasty. For the fitness section, I feel like she should have included a workout routine of some sort, because all she has is like tips, like it's not about time, make sure you stay hydrated, take a day off, you know, it's not like an actual workout routine or what she does to stay fit. I feel like that would have been more beneficial. And then the last section is life, love, dreams, and everything in between. I kind of skimmed through this section. A lot of it is kind of like self-help-y, and I wasn't really about that. And then she talks about setting your life goals. Now this is funny. There's a section about reading your dreams, and without spoiling too much, she talks about teeth dreams in here, and I was like, oh my gosh, teeth dreams. That's me all the time. I seriously have nightmares about my teeth falling out or cracking or anything like that all of the time, and I found it really strange that that's a common thing because I've never spoken to anybody else who has dreams about teeth. So I felt pretty satisfied that there's other people that have recurring nightmares about teeth. And then there's some tips about YouTube and blogging. Basically, it's just like get out there and do it. That's it. That's the whole book. So here's the front. Here's the back. If you're wondering how I got this in Canada, I'm going to include the link below to the place on Amazon where I bought it from. And they were actually really great. They said that my book was supposed to arrive March 15th, and I actually got it on March 5th. So that was awesome. It did ship from the UK, and UK shipping was, I think, $6. I think I paid altogether $22 Canadian for the book and shipping. So that was really affordable, and I think it's really worth it. It's a really lovely book. It's pretty to have out. Let me know if you liked this video. I've never really done a book review before, but I felt like since it's a beauty book and it's about a YouTuber that it was appropriate to make a YouTube video on a beauty channel about this book. And let me know if you guys like this book, if you've read it or if you're in the process of reading it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye! I'm doing a video on the book called the Glam Glide. I'm gonna do this a lot.